As an American boxing fan, I've been covering Anthony Joshua since he's been pro, and I say you out of your goddamn mind if you think that Dillian Whyte's going to beat Anthony Joshua. Dillian Whyte has his own. Put it this way, Dillian Whyte is pretty good, but when it comes to this level and when it comes to the machine that Anthony Joshua is, you know, he can do it all. He can move, he can box. He's got the power, you know, defensively, he hasn't shown any flaws, and maybe Dillian Whyte will be able to show us something different. But for some reason, I don't think that Dillian Whyte's going to make it through the first 4 rounds. Now, people want to talk about that amateur fight all the time. Listen, this is a whole different ball game. And frankly, in my opinion, Dillian Whyte doesn't look very confident. The fight's happening December the 12th, 2015. We're actually in the middle of a UK expansion. T Street Controversy Live, so we're actually going to have somebody at the fight, you know, doing, you know, full coverage of the fight. As you can see, we got the face-off, the press conference, such and such, but I'm excited for the fight, and it's a shame that it's not going to be aired in the United States because at this point in time, it's time for Anthony Joshua to start getting some exposure. I'm thinking Showtime should pick him up. After all, he is ranked like number 4 or 5 by the WBC, so sometime in 2016, or late 2016, you're going to have Anthony Joshua being ordered by the WBC to fight Deontay Wilder or Alexander Povetkin, who's the champion at that time. So he's actually put in a lot of work. I believe what he has right now is the WBC Intercontinental Champion. But long story short, he's in the top 5 by the WBC. And super fights, especially after this big domestic clash, which y'all call a domestic clash over there, with Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte, is going to shoot him up into the stratosphere if he wins, of course. And as I said, I got him winning. By the way, I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live, foreign or domestic. Follow me on Twitter. All my social media information is right down below. And I'm an American boxing fan. Sometimes I got to go through hell. Well, I'm not gonna lie. That's sometimes majority of times I got to go through hell to watch a Dillian Whyte or a Anthony Joshua fight. And right now, I'm just hoping that with this PBC alignment that Matchroom has with Al Heyman, I'm hoping that they bring him over to the States soon, because sometime in 2016 we should be able to see Anthony Joshua on American television, especially since he's quietly, and a lot of people don't notice, especially American fans, he's quietly creeping up on a title shot. The man, if you have not watched him fight, I know a lot of American fans haven't. If you haven't watched him fight, dude is the truth. He's the truth. I hope to meet him one day. As he's growing in his boxing career, I'm growing in my media career. One day in the future, I'll be able to have a nice sit-down interview with Anthony Joshua as he takes over the heavyweight division. Because as it stands right now, who else out there outside of maybe a Joseph Parker? Lucas Brown is pretty good. Lucas Brown is okay. Lucas Brown is just okay. And I'm just thinking, like, man, there's just, you know, there's too much upside to Anthony Joshua. And the crazy thing is, it looks like he's getting bigger every fight, you know, and more dominant every fight. So it's like, you know, I understand, you know, a lot of people say, oh, he's still a prospect and, you know, we still need to see him go rounds and all that. Yo, you know, like I said, I don't think Dillian Whyte is going to make it through the first 4 rounds. And honestly, Anthony Joshua shouldn't play around with him. Anthony Joshua shouldn't go out there to try to get rounds under his belt. He should go out there and demolish, you know, and do a demolition job on Dillian Whyte, in my opinion. You know, so we'll just have to see. I'm not saying Dillian Whyte doesn't have a chance, but right now he doesn't look like he's in the same league as an Anthony Joshua, which is why he's B-side, one of the reasons why. But anyway, I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live, December the 12th, 2015 in London. Anthony Joshua, actually putting this on pay-per-view. He getting pay-per-view at this early stage in his career, but he is good, you know, and he is active, and he is fighting names that higher ranked names above him have been fighting after he's fought him, or at a later time in their career than he's fought him. You got to understand the career of Anthony Joshua and his opponents to understand what I'm talking about. T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe.